Alright guys, so in a previous video I showed you how to create a new app and detect first time launch. In this video I'll show you how to test your application in a simulator or distribute to other people that also want to test your application within the simulator. If you take a look at this example here, we have our application running, but it's running within Expo Go. So if we close this here and go to Expo Go, once Expo Go builds, it'll show us our application with the icon so we can access the application and test it that way. But what if we want to show the app to other people in our team? Or what if we want to test our application from an icon outside of Expo as if it was just a regular application? In this video, I'll show you how to sign up for EAS, which is Expo Application Services. Then install eas-cli so you can then create a build in which you can distribute to your simulator or other simulators. All right, so the first step is to go to your browser, of course, and then go to expo.dev/signup and create an Expo account. This is an account that we'll use when configuring our application and building our application. Then we can go back to our project and from the project terminal, install eas-cli. eas-cli would be the command line tool that we'll use to log into our Expo account and build our application so we can have a simulator distribution for it. If you run npm install -g eas-cli, we'll get CLI install in our machine. Once you get eas-cli installed in your machine, then you can run eas login to then log in to the account that you just created through expo.dev/signup. All right, I've already logged in with my account, and what I'll do now is build a configuration for my project. And to build a configuration for my project, I have to run eas build :configure. And it'll ask me which platforms I like to configure my project for. In this case, it'll be iOS. Now, if we take a look at our project files, we'll see that eas.json has been created. We have different build environments. We have development, preview, and production. Our goal is to create an application that we can distribute internally, and we want to create an iOS simulator build. And that would be by adding another property to our preview build here. That would be iOS. And inside that parameter, we'll pass an object containing one parameter that would be the simulator, and we'll pass true to that simulator configuration. So when we go to build our project, EAS will know to build a simulator build for this preview profile here. All right, so now that we have our eas-cli installed, we have our Expo Dev account, and we configured our project for iOS, but modify this preview profile here, then we can go ahead and run our build. And for that, we'll run an eas command. That will be eas build /p for platform. Platform would be iOS. And then we specify our profile. In this case would be preview. Let's make sure that this is saved here. So our build starts processing and our build is in progress now. So we'll just wait for it to finish so we can then run our simulator or run our application in our simulator. All right, so now our build is finished and EAS will give you a link to expo.dev. So if you click on it and open that link, we'll go into the expo.dev account I've already logged into, and you can see that my new app is already here. If we click into it, we'll see there's a download button here for downloading the application. So if I go to my download files here, I can see that there's an application folder in there. If I open that application folder, I can see my new app is there as a file here. So if I drag and drop my new app into the simulator, I should see that icon for my new app, and by clicking on it, I can then see how my application is working. We're actually launching the application for the first time, therefore I'm getting my first time login message here, as I explained to you guys in my previous video. And if we close the app and go back to the application, then we see a second message, which is just welcome to my new app, without that first time message showing up. But this is how you can test your application in your simulator, by going directly into the application icon instead of going into Expo. And the same thing you can do with other people in your team, or other people that want to test your app within their simulator. You can just download it from expo.dev and send it to them so they can test it on their end. And that's all I have for this video. As you can see, it was pretty straightforward to create a new expo.dev account. We also install the eas-cli. That eas-cli allowed us to then configure our project. And as you can see here, we have the eas.json file with our project configuration for preview. We added this little object here for iOS to let EAS know that we wanted a simulator build for this profile here, preview. And then we run the EAS build command specifying our platform, which was iOS, and specifying the profile so it can know to run this configuration here for our simulator build. Then EAS built our project with the simulator configuration. It was pretty straightforward to then just to go into the account, find the simulator build, download that file, and install it in our simulator to then test our app successfully. I hope you liked this video. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.